Hey guys, we're coming back with part 5 of the series, Cover 2 Concepts, and we're going to look at something very similar to the part 4 where we went ahead and showed you the slot cross. We're going to go basically show you a slot vertical post in which is the same exact way we set it up to make it easier for you to learn the concept, but basically give you a little bit different results because it comes from a different receiver and it's got a different angle and yields a little bit differently. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you what I'm talking about here. And this plays come out of Pistol in the Denver Broncos playbook, at least Pistol Trips. And we're going to look at these plays at the top and the bottom. One is going to be a comeback, one's going to be verticals, those two plays. I'll go with the verticals first to show you, and let's go ahead and go nickel, and we'll go to cover 2. Okay, now what we're going to do here is we're going to move over this X receiver and do what we did before, where we're going to put him on a smoke screen, put the A on a streak, put the RB blocking, and put the Y on whatever route you want, but I prefer that we put it on a drag. So basically that would be the setup. And what we're going to do here, hike the ball here, and you're going to see that this vertical gets them down even further down the field and beats them. So I'll go ahead and back this up a little bit, give us a little bit more room. Before we were getting about 30 yards. Let's go ahead and put it at the 40 and show you that we can get a little bit more yardage out of this if you're really looking to attack even further. Okay, so let me go ahead and show it to you one more time against cover 2. Put him on a smoke screen. Put the running back on a block, put the A on a streak, put the Y on a under route or a drag route, and let's just go ahead and pass commit right now so you can see it, and watch what we do here. And you can see how that basically, the guy gets caught up watching the streak from the tight end's route, and you can see how he is the most dangerous guy in the middle of the field and be able to do that. Now, if you can see what happened here, which you can also use to your benefit if you don't want to put this guy on a the left receiver. If we left him on a streak, what would happen is this one free safety would have to go backwards to this area, and that would also open up this player right here down the seam if you want to change it up. But because this guy sees this guy in the seam, he leaves this guy open, and we're able to throw that 40-yard ball to the place. So let me show it to you what I mean by doing what I just said here. What I would do, because of the wide receiver, I would move him over if you're looking to attack with the tight end. Put him on a smoke screen. Block it. And now what you're going to see here is... See how he's got that streak? So if the guy stays on the other guy, you're gonna have he's got to choose between the two, but it widens the field a little better. Let me go ahead and show it to you now with the over-the-top coverage. Same situation. So I'll show you the second setup because it seems that that would probably be a better option. By moving that guy over, we just get better splits, right? And be able to do that. And it also leaves a nice unique fade route, stock fade on the left-hand side. That you can definitely use this to your advantage in some other situations. Alright, so we go ahead here. That guy stops. And see how that guy just gets left wide open over there? And that was against over-the-top coverage, guys. Alright, so this is a play that you can definitely use. And then this time I'm just going to move this guy over just to have some fun with it. Just to show you there's different ways to go about this. So it doesn't look like the same play if you wanted to do it differently. And now I've got the slot under, the Y under, because now kind of keeps somebody looking at, okay, it's not the same play, it's not a verticals play, but guess what? It's a verticals play, you know, and you kind of throw that ball, kind of throw that over the top, but you know, so you see the gist of the play. So that's basically how it beats that. Let's go ahead and look at cover 2 sync. We're going to go ahead and look at pistol trips. Verticals, and we'll go ahead and look at cover 2 sync, okay? So where are we at? Cover 2 sync. Alright. So do the same Adjustments, let's move the Y over, put him on a smoke screen, put the RB on a block, A on a streak. We got our setup. Okay, so this is against cover 2 sink. You're going to see that the same thing's going to happen. The guy's going to go after the A, leaving the B wide open for the nice, easy touchdown pass. Now, it works both sides. It is a symmetrical, and I haven't shown that in a lot of the videos because I like to throw to the right on these because of the fact that I'm a right-handed quarterback. I like to roll to the right, plus the fact that just the way you're attacking the strong safety rather than the free safety. Okay, so it does work both ways. I want to make sure that you understand that. If you flip it, you see that you get your main receiver here, the #1 receiver in that X position. So that is a benefit of doing the flipped. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. A on a streak, move over the Y, put him on a smoke screen, and here's our setup. And you can see that the X gets open in the same exact fashion as before. Alrighty? So that's basically that play. It does work on the same exact thing with the PA comebacks. I will make sure that you see that as well. But that is just another type concept to use to beat it if you want to get even further down the field than you would have been before. So basically, let's go ahead and show this cover 2. Now, I'm going to do the same thing here, but this time, let's go ahead and move the A on this thing, the Y, a smoke screen, and you can see, again, that X receiver is basically just a complementary route of whatever you want to do. We'll go ahead and here we'll do the play action. Getting attacked here. But even when we get attacked, you can throw this ball pretty early and just make sure you pass lead down on it so you kind of cut it off. But because of his angle, it works really, really well. This time I'll switch it up here and put the X on the smoke screen. I'll put the Y on a fade, basically just to kind of get him to get that receiver out of the way to the left. Let's go ahead and show this again. Take the play action. You can see, again, we're throwing this ball deep and to the end zone. Okay? So that's just one way to go ahead and kind of manipulate it. And you can basically, being able to see cover 2 and be able to know that it's cover 2 is going to really help you out. And you can see when it's not base aligned, the left-hand side, both those guys that are covering your 2 main guys on the left are at the same depth. When it's base aligned, that guy's going to move over to the right. And you're going to see that he's going to be 5 yards from the line of scrimmage as well. Over there like that, at the same depth. And let's go ahead and run this one more time with over-the-top coverage, just to kind of give you the emphasis that it works. I just want to make sure that you guys don't have any surprises when you get into the games and say, oh man, it worked great against cover 2 because you're only showing it to you one way, but you didn't show it to me with the over-the-top coverage, which I want to make sure that we did. Go ahead and run this play the way it's supposed to be, and you can see again, we're bombing it to the sideline. So depending on how you want to attack your opponent, you'd have the crosses a little bit less of a throw. It's about a 25 to 30 yard gain. It takes a little less time. Then you've got this throw that can get all the way to the 40 to 45 yard worth of a gain. And that was this type of situation. So I just want to make sure that you guys see there's definitely lots of ways to hack cover 2 sink, cover 2 over the top that you might not have known before, and give you this in your arsenal. And hopefully you saw this as useful. Thanks, guys.